Okay. Hello, Elias. How are you doing? Hi, Okapang.
Yes, Francis, I'm
Hey,
here.
how's it doing? How's it going?
Uh, it's going well.
Where are you now? You are Vietnam or Myanmar?
In Vietnam.
Okay. I thought you are visiting your relative.
No, no, not yet. On Monday.
Monday you are flying back to Myanmar.
Yes,
Oh, I saw the news that Myanmar will have election this year. Are you supposed to vote?
yes.
Are you legitimate to vote? Um,
Uh, or maybe I can vote from online if
ah,
it's possible.
okay. So, are there any parties that is anti-army?
Yeah, there is, and the army there. I think they have like three parties, and we have to vote for one.
Okay. Hope the government will take Myanmar to another level.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I will be back on this Friday.
Okay,
Just 1 week.
sure. Okay, so later I'm going to snatch everybody turn to present first. I want to present first. I know Tin Lai will definitely snatch. I will stop Tin Lai from taking away my turn.
Oh,
No, seriously, who is going to present first?
I want to try
um,
because
Sorry?
I have the
yeah.
party tonight, so I want to try first.
Oh, can I go first because I got a plane to
Can I
catch?
go? I would like to go second, please.
I really
I
got a plane to catch Tin Lai. Serious. I need to go airport in 30 minutes time.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, great. So scissors, paper, stone, okay? Can I
can
go
I
first?
go second? Can I go second, please?
Please, Tin Lai. I really got airport to catch.
Okay.
Thank you. I owe you one ice cream, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you during the graduation, man. No, sorry. Are you going
No,
to graduate once?
I have
What graduation?
one.
Is it for us or I think it's for other?
No, it's definitely not for us. 2 years, right? We are not even 1 year yet.
No, it's
Yeah,
for others.
yeah, I believe so. Okay, so Tin Lai, I'll go first, okay? Because I really have to go to airport.
Okay.
Thank you. I owe you one ice cream.
Okay.
All right. So Elias want to go
For
second.
ice
I
cream.
always remember the case.
Then
Should
Elias going to
give
buy you a dinner.
ice cream.
Okay. I owe you one ice
Yeah.
cream.
Can I go second, please? Then I.
Actually,
Please, please.
everything is fine. Okay.
Just for second because uh I have to do something after that. That's
There's
why.
excuses.
No, no, no. It's personal issues.
No, you need to be genuine. You see, I give ice cream to Tin Lai. What are you going to give her?
Maybe after dinner.
Okay. So Tin Lai, you got one ice cream and you got one dinner. Worth it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
Okay.
So first is Francis, and can I go second?
Tin Lai is
Yeah.
not answering.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Tin Lai.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Man, I got this feeling the teacher will be late.
We can just present ourselves.
And record for
Share
her.
the slides. Yes, let's go on.
Haha, I share my screen, all right?
Yes, I can see it.
Yes. Ta-da! Can you see my screen?
Yeah, that's nice.
Some cartoon character. Man, only 3 of us, eh? How can this be happening?
Yeah,
There's only 3 of us. The teacher is saying that the timing is 7 o'clock, right? No, sorry, 6 o'clock, right? There's no
it's
changes.
already 6.
Yeah, but there's no
Yeah.
changes to the timing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's unbecoming. Are you all going to further your MBA or you all going to stop SBS mini MBA?
For now, I will focus work-related subjects, you know.
Okay. Yeah, you concentrate on your work. That's very important.
Yeah.
Go and get your PMP, bro. Sis.
Yeah, PMB.
Go and get your project management.
I did apply, but
Yeah.
after this, I will attend for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will definitely have a variety of knowledge about project management.
Yeah, absolutely, because I really need that. It
Slowly,
will
slowly.
enhance my knowledge.
You are still young.
Yeah.
Good evening, teacher. We are all expecting you.
Good evening,
everyone.
teacher.
Evening. So we have 4 members around here. What do you think? Do we wait for a little bit? 5 minutes? Okay.
I have a plane to catch, teacher.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready, but I'm okay. I can wait because I have a plane to catch, but I'm not flying off so fast, but I'm just going to the airport.
Oh.
Right. In another 3 hours time, I'm flying.
So
Right.
you can start first, yeah.
Am I given the chance to do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. Then I will just do the formality. Then thank you for teacher for giving me the chance to start first. Okay, then I will just begin now. Is that fine?
Yeah, you can do it now.
Okay, so let's start the formality. Okay, good morning, teacher and everyone. Today I want to share something that has fundamentally changed how I approach. Sorry, then I open my camera. Sorry. Let's start. Okay. Good morning, teacher and everyone. Today I want to share something that has fundamentally changed how I approach business and project management. The power of emotional resilience. As part of our individual presentation for the Emotional Intelligence course, we were tasked with choosing a favorite topic from our studies and framing it through a personal guiding question. From all the concepts that we have explored, self-awareness, empathy, relationship management, I chose resilience because it directly addressed my biggest professional challenge. As project or business managers, I'm usually trained in methodologies, tools, and processes. But what happens when a key member has a meltdown during a critical deadline or when stakeholders are in a heated conflict? Technical skill alone won't save me in those moments. So next. Today, we will explore together how building emotional resilience can transform our effectiveness not only as a business or project manager, but a person wholly. We will journey through my personal connection to this topic, examine what research tells us through resilience, and most importantly, discover practical strategy from the key takes away and interactive discussion you can implement immediately. Let me be very honest with you. I chose resilience as my topic because I needed it desperately, and every person needs it as well. As a business or project manager myself, I face daily challenges with team conflicts and impossible deadline. I realized that my technical project management skill, while solid and good, wasn't enough when psychological pressure mounted. Here's what I discovered. My mental resilience directly impacts team performance and the project success. When I'm emotionally reactive, my entire team feels it. When I'm psychologically stable, it creates space for everyone to perform better and excel in environmental friendly places. This led me to the guiding questions. How can building emotional resilience transform my effectiveness as a project or business manager in a high conflict environment? I broke this down into 3 specific areas. First, what does resilience actually look like during workplace conflict? Second, how can I maintain psychological balance while leading stress teams? Thirdly, and finally, what mental strategy helped me bounce back from project setback? We will study together and answer these in the next few slides. Let's establish what emotional resilience actually is. According to our course materials and teacher teaching, resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and grow from adversity, stress, and challenging situation. Here's a crucial insight from the research. Resilient individuals don't experience less stress. They actually have the same stress when you are putting in the same environment with any people, but they process and recover from it very, very effectively. Resilience has 4 main core components: emotional regulation, managing our reactions under pressure. Second, cognitive flexibility, reframing challenges as opportunity. Stress management, maintaining psychological equilibrium and recover capacity. That means it bounce back stronger from setback. What I've learned is that building resilience requires conscious mental work. It's not just about changing behavior. It's about transforming our mental framework. This includes daily reflection, practicing mindfulness, building emotional vocabulary, and developing a personal coping strategy. Let me share my personal transformation. Before understanding emotional intelligence, I reacted emotionally to team conflict and differences. I took project setback personally. I felt overwhelmed by competing priorities and avoided difficult conversation. After learning about resilience, I now recognize my stress patterns very, very early on. Use breathing techniques during heated meetings, view conflicts as data about team dynamics, and approach difficult conversation with curiosity rather than defensiveness. My key breakdown was realizing that resilience isn't about being tough, it's about being psychologically flexible, and emotionally intelligent in how I process challenges. Now let's get practical and allow me to bring you back to the earlier guiding questions. So what does resilience look like during workplace conflict? In the moment, it means maintaining physical calm, control breathing, steady voice, relaxed posture. It means taking a mental pause. Those crucial 3 to 5 seconds before responding to heated comments. It means asking curious questions like, can you help me understand your concern? Instead of defending immediately. Here's a real example. When a team member publicly challenges your timeline, a resilient response is, I hear your concerns. Let's discuss this after the meeting so I can understand your perspective fully. Compare this to a non-resilient response, like, we already discussed this timeline extensively, which is defensive and shut down dialogue. For maintaining psychological balance while leading stress team, I use what I call the CALM framework. CALM. Center yourself. Feel your feet on the ground. Slow your breathing. A for assess what happening versus the story you are telling yourself. L, listen. Let the team respond. Express the stress without jumping to any solution. And M for model. Be the emotional thermostat, not the thermometer. Don't increase the temperature. The key insight is team stress doesn't equal your failure as a leader. Your job is to respond with stability, not absorb their anxiety. For bouncing back from setback, I use the stop, look, listen method for immediate response plus cognitive reframing. Instead of this is a disaster, I would try to reframe to this is an unexpected information. Instead of I feel, I think the plan need adjustment. Instead of everyone will blame me, I focus on we will need collaborative problem solving. For longer term recovery, I follow the Phoenix strategy. Week 1, for example, Stabilize with damage control and transparent communication. Week 2 to 3, strategize with revised plan, incorporating lesson learned. Week 4 and beyond, strengthen by implementing new system to prevent similar issues that's going to occur again and again to break the cycle. The business benefits of resilient project management are measurable. Reduced team turnover during stressful project, faster conflict resolution leading to maintained timeline, improved decision making under pressure, enhanced team morale through leader emotional stability, and better stakeholder relationship. Here's the ROI, the return of investment of emotional resilience. When project managers are psychologically resilient, entire project become more resilient and hard. It creates a transformation pathway from better decision making under pressure to adaptive problem solving that turns obstacle into opportunity. 4 key insights for you. First, resilience is a skill you can develop through conscious mental model. Second, your emotional state influences your whole entire team. Self-regulation is a leadership responsibility. Thirdly, conflicts are information, not personal attack on your competence. And lastly, recovery practices are as important as performance practices. For others in the class, resilience isn't innate. It's learnable through practice. The mental and psychological work is non-negotiable for a true emotional intelligent growth. Small daily practices compound into significant stress management improvement. Before we close, I want you to reflect on these questions. I mean, in the class, of course, for myself as well. What does emotional resilience look like in your role or industry? How might your stress pattern be affecting those around you? What one practice could you implement today to build psychological flexibility? Now, before we close, I want to shift my experience to yours. First, what does emotional resilience look like in your role or industry? Think about this for a moment. If you are in your healthcare, for example, it might be maintaining compassion during patient crisis. If you are in the sales line, it could be handling rejection without losing enthusiasm. If you are in the education, teaching, perhaps it's staying patient when the students struggle repeatedly. Resilience look different across industry, but the core principles always remain the same. The second question, how might your stress pattern be affecting those around you? This one requires honest self-reflection. Do you send terse email when overwhelmed? Do you become short with interruption? Do you bring work stress home to your family? Remember, stress is contagious, but so is resilience. And the third question, what one practice would you implement today to build psychological flexibility? I emphasize, one, because the key is consistency, not perfection. It could be the 3-second pause, which I mentioned early on. Before responding to any stressful situation, always having the intention of don't always say that it won't work, but allow this situation to always help you to understand your thinking. Finally, how do you currently handle the mental and emotional demands of your work, and what resonates with you about building resilience? So these are all the questions that I have, and I have one more bonus question. How do you currently handle the mental and emotional demands of your work, and what resonates with you about building resilience? So I think this reflection, we can all bring it back or we can discuss in the class. So this comes to the end of my presentation, and I want to leave everyone here with this thought. Resilience isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain while keeping your entire team moving forward. This quote is from Vivian Grant. She's a very famous motivator, and I got it from the internet. I just would like to share with everybody in the class. Thank you for your attention, and please feel free to ask any questions. 15 minutes, just nice.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, there around 10 minutes. That's very good. That we still have time to ask question.
Yeah.
Others member, do you want to ask question for Francis? Tin Lai, Elias, Tom,
Yes.
question please.
I would like to ask you one question, Francis.
Sure, please.
Yeah. So can you describe a time when you faced a major obstacle at work and how you overcame for it?
Difficulty, I mean, yes, I mean, throughout my life, of course, I'm face a lot of problem. I think I mentioned one thing is about controlling yourself. Let me put up the slide. Hold on, please, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
This is one of the slide that I want to share again. It's about this is the one. Allow me to share this. Hi, Elias, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I mean, we are probably some of us are students still, so we don't have we are not working. Some of us are half working and half studying. People like me, of course, I'm studying and I'm working. So every time, we need to find time to always understand how to live, right? And when we are all human, as a human, when we live, we always face problem, and not only in work, but also in study and everywhere. So I think this calm framework that I portrayed here in the slide here does really help me when I face any obstacle or any problem, not only in projects, but also in businesses or in my daily life or in my interaction with my loved one or my friends or anybody. I think most importantly is to stay calm. That's why I have this calm framework. I always center myself, put myself into that environment and not away from it, so that I can feel myself there. And I control my breathing so that I'm in control. Although I'm taking away the stress part. Whenever when we are stressed, we are always fighting or we are flighting. Flighting means we are escaping. So we shouldn't be stressed. We need to be calm. So I always center myself. And then after when I center myself and I control my breathing, I assess, what is happening to this problem. So when I face the obstacle, I want to understand, what is this obstacle trying to tell me? Is it because of my team failure? Is it because of budget failure? Is it because that I'm not giving what the customer want? So I need to assess what is happening, why the problem exists, and why the customer react to this aspect. And then subsequently, I listen. I listen to the customer. I listen to the team member who express the stress and not jump into any situation or any solution quickly. And then subsequently, I will use the M model. I will be the thermostat. Thermostat meaning to say that I'm not increasing the temperature, neither do I want to decrease the temperature. I want to stay as it is, measure it, understand what is the problem, and then physically, psychologically, mentally giving the solution to the person or to any problems that is trying to cause me to slow down, or is trying to tarnish the reputation, or is it going to break the project and etc. So I think basically for me, I'm just trying, it's all about us. So if a project that's facing obstacle, it's all about us, it's all about you, it's all about the team. So if you feel you panic and you stress, everybody will stress and panic. It's like a ripple effect. So I need to calm myself before I handle this situation. Elias, I hope I answer your question. That's really how I frame it.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
really great answers and it's very meaningful for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Elias and Francis. I want just a short question.
Right.
For Francis, do you think emotional resilience alone is enough to succeed in high complex project, or does it need to be combined with other skill?
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of lesson that we learn from emotional intelligence course that teacher teach us. There's not only resilience. We have things like awareness. We have things like empathy. There's a lot of things combined together to make you EQ higher. So resilience is not is not everything it's not the only one that you need to be stable and and complete everything as a whole. But resilience is only one of the module. what I say so is that resilient is one of the topic that I chose because I'm lacking it. So teacher, you bring a point that I answer back. Resilient alone is not enough. Resilient alone is definitely not enough to bring you far in terms of having a high EQ and having to manage whatever situations that's going to happen. But resilient is a fundamental, what do you call that? Fundamental model for emotional intelligence that give you a stepping stone that you will learn and not break down easily. So I would think is that like for example EQ, when having a high emotional intelligence, I always want to be nice. Not seriously, nice is not a good word. I always want to listen before I respond. I always want to make sure that everybody is not really happy is the keyword, but I want to make everybody to be comfortable. But you know, the module of resilience, why I choose resilient as this topic to present is because resilience is something that you don't give up. It make you move forward. So I would answer this question that resilient is not the only module that bring you to solve everything, but in all module, if you don't have resilient, you are bound to fail. That's what I want to answer. I mean, emotional intelligence, we need to be empathy, we need to be what do you call that? Stable. We need to, you know, understand a person what do you call that, side of things, you know. There's a lot of things to emotional intelligence. But without resilience, I think everything will fail. Because resilience is the stepping stone. Resilience show how strong your mental model is. Not as in to fight, but as in to calm the situation. If you are not resilient, meaning you break down easily. So when you break down easily, there's no more EQ already, and there's no more IQ, there's nothing. So that's why I choose resilient for this topic. And I answer your question, teacher. Resilience is not everything, but resilient for me, I think is the most fundamental module that everyone, a successful project or business manager should have. Else,
Yeah.
will fall.
Thank you, Francis. Very impressive to me. Thank you for your presentation, and I think you explained very clearly the link between emotional resilience and project management very, very clearly. I appreciate how you connect the theory. You contribute more, you know, the fundamental theory into the workplace challenge that you experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher.
Well done. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, who's gonna be the next presenter?
I would like to be the second person to present here.
Yes,
I will share the screen. Sure.
thanks.
Can anyone see my screen?
Mm,
Yes, we
Yeah.
can. Yes.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My presentation today is titled Leading Through Empathy, Building Trust and Collaborations. I chose empathy because as someone aspiring to become, to work in project management and leadership skills, I believe leadership is not just about managing tasks, it is about managing people, and for that, empathy is not optional. It is essential. So today, I want to share both the theory and my personal reflections on how empathy can transform leadership and teamwork.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence is often called the foundations of effective leadership. According to scholars, the EI is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, both in ourselves and in others. So within this framework, empathy stands out to me personally. Why? Because collaborations, whether in classrooms or organizations or large projects, it require more than technical expertise, and it's require genuine human understanding. Without empathy, even the best strategy fall apart because people don't feel valued or connected. So for me, empathy isn't just a soft idea, it is the bridge between intelligence and influence. So the questions that drive my journey, that guiding questions that shape my learning is, in what ways can empathy enhance collaboration and strengthen leadership effectiveness in organizational settings? This is not only an academic question for me, it is also a very personal one because uh, in every leadership role I step into, I want to be effective, not only in achieving goals, but also creating an environment where people thrive. So what the experts say, Daniel Goleman, one of the most influential voices on emotional intelligence, identified 5 core domains: self-awareness, self-management, motivations, empathy, and social skills. With these, empathy is the ability to sense other feelings, to see from their perspective, and to respond with care. Research consistently show that leaders who practice empathy foster higher engagements, reduce turnover, and build more innovative cultures. Team led by empathetic leaders often feel safe to share ideas, and this psychological safety drives collaboration and creativity. Of course, there is theory. It's only useful when it connects to real life. And one of my personal lesson is the empathy begin with listening, truly listening without rushing to judge or respond. I used to think leadership meant having the answers, but I have learned that sometimes leadership means creating space for others to speak. And another reflection is that emotions are often more important than solutions. When I acknowledge my classmates or my in my work, frustrations instead of jumping into problem solving, the conflict easy naturally. For example, during a group projects or in my work projects, I noticed that taking a step back to understand what other were feelings, their stress, their worries, completely shift the atmosphere. Instead of arguing, we start cooperating. So that turn against into actions. First, empathy help us align diverse individual toward common goals. Projects often bring together people with very different perspective. So by empathizing, I can find common grounds. Second, empathy, strengthening negotiating, understanding not only what people say, but why they say it, allow me to anticipate concern and craft better solutions. Finally, empathy, sustain productivity, and people are not machines. When leaders recognize emotions, morale improve, stress decreases, and performance remain consistent even under pressure. This is why I see empathy as a leadership advantage, not just a personal value. I have in my work and in my academic learning, empathy transformed tension into collaborations instead of escalating arguments, listening to teammates, that concern turning challenges into solutions. In professions contexts, I have observed leaders who participate empathy. Those leaders gain not only compliance, but loyalty. Their teams were willing to go the extra mile because they felt for you. So to me, this proved that empathy is not just a soft add-on, it is a strategic capability that strengthens relationship and drive performance. So where I have seen it work, first, empathy turn authority into influence. People don't follow titles, they follow those who understand them. Second, collaboration thrive where people feel heard. Trust is built when leaders show genuine concern. And emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey. I know I will continue to develop empathy through reflections, intentional practice. For me, the ultimate lesson is simple. To lead others successful, I must find understand them deeply. And my next steps are to embed empathy into daily practice, reflecting on my interactions, listening more actively, and seeking feedback. So I want to be the kind of person who not only manages projects, but also pick people up along the way. As one of the Oprah Winfrey said, leadership is about empathy. It is about having the ability to relate it to and connect it with people for the purpose of inspiring and empowering their lives. Thank you so much for your attentions. That brings me to the end of my presentations. I will be happy to answer any questions or hear your thoughts. Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Thank you, Elias. That's a wonderful presentation. I like one of the slide that you mentioned that empathy turn tension into collaboration in academic and also in businesses. So, you always, emphasize on empathy, but I just want to throw a question out here. Can you explain the difference between empathy and sympathy and why that distinction matters in leadership context?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
So empathy, for example, I feel with you is for empathy. You understand and share another person's feelings by putting yourself in their shoes. For sympathy, I feel for you means you acknowledge someone's hardship and feel pity or concern, but you don't necessarily share or deeply understand their emotions. So for that, there's the difference between for that. It's like often sympathy and empathy are often confused, right? But they are quite different. It's putting yourself in another person's shoes, understanding their feeling and responding in a way that show connection and support is for empathy. For sympathy, on the other hand, means feeling sorry for someone's situation without necessarily sharing or understanding their perspective. So in work, empathy is more powerful because it helps bring trust, resolve conflicts, and motivate teams. Whereas sympathy alone may show care, but doesn't always lead to effective solutions. That's your answer. Thank you, Francis.
Thank you, Elias. Just continue on that. So, do you think a leader should have only empathy and not sympathy?
Can you repeat again, please?
Okay, based on your explanation and definition, are really well crafted. Thank you so much. And then another question that I want to throw out. So, as a leader, I think your explanation and your definition mentioned that empathy is definitely an accent that all leaders should have. But do you think a leader should have sympathy as well?
Yeah, I believe leadership should be rooted in empathy because it's allow leaders to truly understand the needs, challenges, and motivations of their team.
How
An
about
empathetic leader doesn't just give directions, but listen, connect, and create an environment where people feel valued and supported. This not only builds trust, but also encourages collaborations, creativity, and commitment. In my view, empathy is what turns authority into real leadership because people are more willing to follow someone who understands them rather than just someone who manages them.
Got it. So, other than so you're saying that as a leader, you only need to know what is empathy, and you don't need to sympathize. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh no, it's not like that.
So both of them come together or don't come together? Okay.
So yeah,
Just question and
it's
yeah.
yeah, it's as a leader, it's important to be empathetic
Yes.
rather than simply sympathetic. sympathy can sometimes create distance because it only shows that you feel sorry for someone without necessarily understanding their perspective. Empathy, on the other hand, allows you to step into your team's shoes, recognize their challenges, and take a meaningful action to support them. This builds trust, strengthen relationship, and help the team stay motivated and productive, even under pressure.
Got it. So as a leader, you don't need to sympathize people. Is that what you are saying?
I mean, there's a strong focus on empathetic,
And how about sympathy?
sympathetic.
Yeah, how about sympathetic? Correct. Do you need that as
I
well?
believe sympathy alone isn't enough. Uh, it's not just to feel sorry for their team. They also need empathy, which means truly understanding people's challenges and helping them find solutions. So I think I will um, choose empathy. Empathy creates trust and actions, while sympathy can sometimes start up pity.
No, I understand. I understand empathy is one of the elements that we all leaders should have. I agree with you. But how about sympathy? Do you agree
It's also needed.
that, or we don't need to have?
I agreed with that. I agree sympathy
We need
needed.
to have, right? Okay. Then
Yeah,
I agree with you.
it will
Yes.
need both empathy and sympathy.
Yes, because we need to be
Together, sympathy
Mr.
and empathy.
Francis, can I come in?
Oh, yes. Hi, Mr. Efren. Yeah.
Yeah,
Compassion, right?
yeah,
Compassion involves taking action. So, yes, I think sympathy and empathy, both actions are important.
yeah. They do
I
work.
hear Elias.
Yes,
They work together. They work together. The other one has to do with
because it
feelings.
creates
Why the
a
other one has
balance.
to do? The other one has to do, like, empathy has to do with feelings, how you feel about someone's, and sympathy is now when you are with the person, close to the person, to know how the person is faring conditionally. Okay, so that's what I want to share. But the two works in line because when you have empathy, you sympathize based on what is told or based on what you are seeing. So they work together.
Right. Thank you, Elias. You answered pretty well. Very, very well. And Efren, thank you for supporting that. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
bro.
you so much. Ephraim and Francis, thank you.
Yeah, Elias, congrats.
I have one question for you, Elias. Do you think too much empathy could ever be disadvantageous for a leader? Too much empathy could create disadvantages sometimes. If you agree with that.
Yes, too much empathy, it can create if overly empathetic, they might avoid making tough decisions, and it can sometimes struggle to hold people accountable, or it can become emotionally drained by taking constantly on another's threats. So it can also lead to favoritism if they get too attached to certain perspective. So that's why empathy needs to be balanced with fairness, clear boundary, and the ability to stay objective when making decisions. Yeah, so the best so we use empathy as a tool for understanding and combine it with resilience and strong judgment.
Okay. Can I add on a
Thank
bit?
you.
I mean, when we talk about human being, employee, yes, it's always attribute of humans. But in a company, in an organization, as a whole, you cannot always be empathetic. I mean, company has its own ground rule, company has its own policies. We always need to follow the SOP and try not to be too much empathetic. I think yeah, this is also very important. If a company or an organization always come first before human.
Yes, that's right. So sometimes it's need to be empathetic, but we don't need to be empathetic all the time. Some situations call for tough decisions, clear rules, and sticking to deadlines. So empathy, it's important, but it has to be balanced with fairness and results. Otherwise, work won't move forward. So yeah, that's right.
Okay, can I chip in? Hello, can
Yeah,
you hear
yeah.
me?
Come.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Um, Empathy, too much empathy could serve as a disadvantage to any leader who is so empathetic or sympathetic. Just as if I listen clearly when Francis said something, that a company or organization has a leader role. So you as a leader, you don't need to be too empathic on people. This is where self-awareness comes to play, like emotional self-awareness comes to play. Some employee would take would take it as an advantage against the leader because my leader has a human feelings and I wish to do things outside the organizational policy, thereby taking an excuse that I am sick, meanwhile I am not sick. If he grants you a leave from work, it will affect the daily product of the company, thereby making the returns of the company so low that it will affect the organization either financially or interactively within the organization. So, too much empathy will serve as a disadvantage for a leader who does not have that self awareness, emotional self awareness. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Uh, thank you
Okay,
so much,
yes,
Ibrahim.
yes. More feedback?
Yes. So of course, I don't think a leader shouldn't be 100% empathetic all the time. We need balance, right? So too much empathy without actions could make you too soft. And it starts to enforce accountability, that empathy combined with fairness and clear expectations. So it's powerful. It means we can make tough decisions while still showing your team that you understand them. That way, even if people don't like the decisions, they respect it and stay committed because they know you consider their perspective. So, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, thank you. Very good presentation as well. A very good question and debate. People can choose for giving more your perspective onto our friend presentation. You're more than welcome to join us. Now we gonna move on with the next presentation. I think today will be a very interesting day. So if we run late, I don't know if we have enough time for all of us to present today until 9 p.m. We try to do as, but we also want to take time to ask question and answer, maybe will be kind of overtime. In that case, I would love to open another meeting for presentation next week, whenever you feel comfortable, convenience later. Next week you are going to have your new subject to come entrepreneurship that I'm already invite a new lecturer for you to experience. Yeah, so but now let's move on and let's see what's gonna happen today. If we can finish all of the presentation today, then we'll follow up with this. Who gonna be next presenter?
Hello.
Hello, Kim.
Yes. Hi, Chair. For the next part, can I tell first? Yeah.
It's okay, just jump in and present. No
Yeah.
problem. Okay.
That's true. Let me share this. Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to be present on self-management, like a key pillar of emotional intelligence. And so I choose this topic because it's transfer how I approach stress. And my guiding question is, how can self-management help me regulate my emotion to become a more effective leader in high-pressure situations? And this is self-management is about controlling our impulses and canceling emotions protectively. From our course, is our foundational skill in the EQ model and sitting alongside self-awareness. And as Gomez explained, like it's a key to managing emotion effectively. So I was drawn to this because it addresses real life challenges like staying calm under pressure. And the objective concession from the course from applying emotional intelligence on self-management is visualized in the EQ model as a base for leadership, and also it includes self-control to avoid knee-jerk reactions. So transparency for trustworthiness and adaptability for handling change. A core technique is a perspective, perhaps, and plan approach. Like for example, before responding to a challenge, take a moment to analyze, reshape our reaction. So this ties into managing emotion for better outcome and as noted in the materials. And for personal insights and experience, like self-management is an innate skill but through practice, like catching emotional trigger early. And also before this call, I often read angrily stressful arguments. So now I use pursuing technique to respond thoughtfully, and also it fosters resilience. For example, like updating to step back where optimism has improved my daily mood and decision making. And for my professional development, like as an education consultant and visa officer, I work with teams to support students, and pressure arises when students mix intake and their visa deadline. So creating stuff for the I created stuff for the team and client. So I use team EQ to manage group emotions, ability to understand student and college frustration, and relationship management to align team effort. So like sometimes students miss a university intake deadline and question team tension. So I apply empathy by listening to the student concern and use time each questions and like to facilitate a team discussion. And so it takes to me the next deadline and why maintaining morale. So as a benefit, I can build trust, reduce burnout, and also improve client satisfaction. So this is all my key takeaway. The main key is like practice daily empathy and active listening to enhance my team contribution, and also sometimes I use the emotional each question that we have learned and to assess and improve group dynamic. Start with small empathetic gesture. So AI is the foundation for high performing teams, especially under pressure. So thank you for conclusion. I think AI powers effective teamwork by managing emotion for success. So thank you for your attention, guys.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes, thank you, Chair.
Question, people? Any question for Kim?
Okay. Can I ask?
Yeah. Ibrahim, yes, please.
Yeah. King,
Yes.
in one of your slides, I saw where you said that self-management
Yes.
is not an innate, but a skill that one develops. Can you go in detail so that I can understand what you mean by that? It's not an innate, it's a skill developed. How did you develop self-management as a skill? Or why did you say it's an innate? It's not an innate.
Okay. You mean like you disagree with self-management is not innate? Why I say like that? You mean like that?
Yeah, why in your slide I saw that self-management is not an inmate, but a skill.
Okay.
So what do
Because
you mean by that? How do you develop it? If it is actually a skill that can be developed, how do you develop it? But
yeah,
if it is an inmate, practically is natural. One comes with self-management.
yeah,
But if
because
it is a skill, how do you develop it? Or how
yeah,
can it be developed?
because when I say self-management, like innate, because better skill, I mean that we are not born automatically knowing how to regulate our emotion, right? So our natural tendency is to react impulsively. So for example, getting angry when stressed or defensive when criticized. So self-management, on the other hand, is something we develop through practice. So we build it by becoming aware of our emotional triggers and pursuing before reacting, and sometimes like intentionally choosing healthier responses. So like technique like mindfulness, positive self-talk, and like how can I say, like these strategies are help strengthen this ability over time. So I thought like it's just like learning a muscle. The more we practice, the stronger our self-management becomes. Like that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Kin. My question for you is,
Yes.
which self-management strategy do you personally find the most effective for yourself?
Yes, sure. For myself, how can is especially in like self-management, I personally find a transformational leadership style is most effective because like say things work at high pressure normally. So target-driven environments and socially driving text often is not enough. So transformational leadership inspires and motivates the team by setting a vision and encouraging an ownership, and also recognizing our individual contributions. So as for me, I think like the birthdays leader also blends styles. They use a transitional method for structure and accountability, but lean on transformational approaches to drive long-term performance and loyalty. So it's just for my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Yes.
for your answer. Yeah.
Thank
Any
you.
more question, everyone? Okay, so if we don't have any more question, thank you, Kin, for your presentation about self-management and its the core values, the core concept
Yes.
in emotional intelligence management. Yeah, and I would very happy that you already use it in your real work practice. Thank you.
Yes, Chair. Thank you.
We move on, everyone. Who next? Tin Lai.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Sorry, Tin Lai, I was missed your message that you were talking first. Sorry, I was still in my work. That's why I missed your message.
Never mind.
No problem.
Sorry.
Okay. We see your slide now.
Yes. Hello everyone. Today I will be presenting on the topic the role of self-awareness in emotional intelligence with the foundation for personal and professional growth. The guided question for my presentation is how does developing self-awareness improve my personal growth as a student and my professional growth during internships? I hope to show why self-awareness is not just an academic concept, but a practical life skill that shapes for who we are and who we can become in our professional journeys. Let's first look at the broader concept of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence can be defined as the ability to recognize, understand, and regulate emotions, both our own and those of others. It is a crucial skill that influences how we learn, communicate, and collaborate in both academics and professional settings. One of the most influential models of emotional intelligence was introduced by Daniel Goleman in 1995. Which identifies four main domains. Here we can see self-awareness, understanding our own emotions, strengths, and weakness, and then self-management, regulating emotions and adapting to challenges, and then social awareness, like empathizing and understanding others' emotions. Final one is relationship management, building, maintaining positive interactions. Among these four, self-awareness is considered the cornerstone. Without self-awareness, it becomes almost impossible to manage our own behavior, empathize with others, or build meaningful relationships. And then theoretical concept. Self-awareness is essentially the ability to accurately process and understand our own emotions, behaviors, and internal states. It's about recognizing not just what we are feeling, but also why we are feeling it and how it impacts our actions. So self-awareness can be divided into two main components, emotional self-awareness and accurate self-awareness. The first one, this is the ability to identify and name our emotions as they occur. And then the next one is this impulse, being honest with ourselves about our strengths and limitations. It's not just about confidence, but about having a realistic view of where we excess and where we need improvement. Why does this matter? Psychological research showed that people with strong self-awareness are better decision makers and then manage stress more effectively and build stronger interpersonal relationships. Let me now share how self-awareness has shaped my experience as a student. For example, when preparing for exams, I often feel nervous and pressured. Through reflection, I realized that my anxiety was not just about performance, but about my fear of making mistakes. Once I became aware of this emotion, I was able to practice healthier coping strategies, preparing earlier, seeking feedback, and reminding myself that mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. And also in the class participation, firstly, I was very hesitant to speak up. Once I identified this hesitation came from self-doubt rather than lack of knowledge, so I gradually pushed myself to share more. So in my studies, self-awareness has helped me move from fears and hesitation to confidence and engagement. It's turned challenges into opportunities for growth. In my internship, self-awareness also played a key role in how I adapted and grew. I want to describe the situation that I was while preparing a partnership campaign with the Singapore International School. I had tasks like organizing gifts and translating slides. At times, I felt overwhelmed by the many details. Through self-awareness, I realized that my stress came from confusion about expectation. This recognition allowed me to ask for clarification instead of making mistakes, which improved both my efficiencies and my confidence. Beyond my studies and intentions, self-awareness will continue to shape my professional journey. In the workplace, self-awareness helps professionals understand how emotion influence communication, teamwork, and decision-making, not to be misunderstanding and then to contribute more effectively. One key area is adaptability. When I recognize my own limits, I can seek training or sport to build new skill rather than letting challenges hold me back. The mindset makes me more flexible and open to grow. For communication, by being aware of my emotions, I can express myself clearly and calmly, even in stressful situations. This not only helps me share ideas more effectively, but also reduce conflicts with colleagues. And then self-awareness for leadership development. Leaders who know both their strengths and weakness tend to be more authentic, empathetic, and trustworthy. These are the kinds of quality I hope to bring into my own future careers. And so, self-awareness is not just a personal skill, it is a professional asset. It strengthens resilience, builds tracks with others, and creates a foundation for long-term career success. Practical strategy to strengthen self-awareness. Self-awareness is not something we achieve once and then finish. No, it's a lifelong skill that requires consistent practice. To strengthen this skill, I want to share spread strategy. First, I practice reflective journaling. Writing down my daily experiences and emotions help me see patterns in how I respond to challenges. For example, I notice when I feel most confident and when I tend to get anxious. And then second, I focus on feedback seeking. Sometimes we apply to our own behavior, so we need to ask supervisors and peers and teachers for honest input. This gives me an outside perspective that I might not notice on my own. Third, I try to include mindful pauses in my routine. Before reacting, especially in stressful moments, I'm stopped to check what I am feeling. Even a short pause allows me to respond thoughtfully instead of emotionally. And then another strategy is strength mapping. After completing a task or project, I reflect on what I do well and what I need improvement. This gives me balance, not only focus on weakness, but also aware of my strengths. Well, finally, I remind myself that self-awareness is continuous. The more I practice this strategy, the stronger my emotional intelligence becomes, both personally and professionally. So I want to share some key takeaways. Before I close, I want to leave some key takeaways that may also help you in your own journey. For self-awareness, always is the first step in emotional intelligence. If we cannot recognize our own emotions, it becomes very difficult to manage them or to connect with others effectively. Second, when we take time to recognize our emotions, we gain the power to manage them instead of letting them control us. This gives us more balance and clarity in both studies and work. Third, through reflections, even difficult challenges like stress or self-doubt or uncertainty can become opportunities for growth. What matters is how we understand and respond to them. Next, self-awareness improves not only personal development but also professional skills such as teamwork, communications, and leadership. These are qualities every organization values. Finally, self-awareness is not something we do once and forget. It requires daily practice through journaling, feedback, and mindfulness. But over time, it becomes one of our greatest lifelong strengths. So I encourage all of us to continue practicing self-awareness because it can truly transform the way we learn, work, and lead. Thank you for listening my presentation. Here is my guided questions, and then I have already shared how self-awareness has helped me manage anxiety in my study, adapt in my intentions, and prepare for future career development. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Very good.
I
Question.
would like to ask you one question, Stellai.
Yeah.
How has self-awareness helped you improve your self-management at work?
I think we need For me, I need to understand my strengths and limits. So self-awareness helps me communicate authentically, and admit mistakes and empathize with members. Uh, for me, I see it's the foundation to becoming trustworthy and effective management in the future. Without self-awareness, I might have stayed stressed and silent. So, and then instead of letting nerves distress me, I focus on learning. So, self-awareness is the foundation to begin the self-management for me. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that's really good. Thank you for your answer, Tanai.
Okay, Tilai, I got a question for you. Based on your slide, right, there's a Daniel Goleman emotional intelligence model. Looking at this 4-level model, why do you think self-awareness is positioned as the foundation that other emotion intelligence domain build upon?
Hmm.
Yeah.
In your slide, there's this 4-level model. Why do you think self-awareness is positioned as the foundation that the other emotional intelligence domain build upon? You know, there's one slide, I think it's the earlier slide. You mentioned about Daniel Goleman emotional intelligence model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't, can you think specific answer from your own experience? For me, during the internship, my manager told me to do new tasks. At times, uh, I want to complete perfectly, so I I don't ask myself to what need to do exactly. So I'm after finish that work, my text was really wrong. So at time, firstly we need to clarity my ability to the text, right? So after that case, I noticed that when it is important and foundation of all our emotional intelligence. Uh, when we don't know our emotion, we can manage other emotional intelligence skills like self management or social awareness and then relationship management, because we need to know ourselves first. After that, we need to continue other emotional intelligence. I believe it. That's me.
Thank you, Tilai, for sharing.
Thank you, Tina. I just want to ask everyone, anyone can answer my question about self-awareness, not just Tin Lai. Do you think people can ever become too self-aware to the point that it causes overthinking? There's some people they self-aware very much, okay, too aware that they
Yeah.
overthinking sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. I'm also thinking people can begin to accept awareness to the point where it turns into overthinking. While self-awareness helps us reflect, understand our emotions, and make better choices, excessive self-focus may cause us to constantly analyze our actions, stop as decisions, or worry about how others perceive us. This can create stress, hesitations, and even reduce confidence. I think the key is balance using self-awareness as a tool for growth without letting it trap us in endless self-criticism or second-guessing.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Tin Lai, for your contribution for the presentation today and all of the contribution of other. Okay, well done. Who's next?
Teacher, I would like to present.
Yes, please.
Hello. Today I would like to present about the power of mindfulness. Uh, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being fully present in the moment, aware of your thought, feeling, and surrounding without judgment. It comes from the Buddhist practice that now used in psychology to reduce stress, improve focus, and boost emotional intelligence. Benefits for better self-awareness, less anxiety, stronger relationship. When I choose this topic, I have struggled with stress and noticed how being present calms my mind is a skill rooted in emotional intelligence that anyone can learn, and I want to explore its power. For me, mindfulness is very important right now. I really enjoy doing things that make my mind calm. Everyone is different, but for me, some of the things that bring me peace are looking up the clear sky and taking deep breaths or staying in my room with a fresh scent, lighting a scent candle, and listening to music. Those moments make me feel mindful. And the next is the science behind mindfulness. The mindfulness is basically training your brain to chill and focus on what's happening right now without freaking out or judging it. Science say even a couple of weeks of doing it, like 10 or 20 minutes a day, calm down the part of your brain and that stress and pan up the part that help you stay sharp and handle emotion. Study from place like offer show it can cut anxiety by about 20% quick, make you feel better by boosting happy chemicals like serotonin. It's like a workout for your brain to do it regular and for you better at staying calm and focused no matter what's going on. Uh, the science also say that it's a reduce mental health, stress reduction, and overall well-being. Next is the theoretical concept from the course. Mindfulness tied to EI component like self-awareness, recognizing emotion, and self-management. Uh, and indeed, studies have shown that the leader with high emotional intelligence, apart from these, less emotional intelligence counterpart and their commonly benefits as well. For instance, we have already learned in the course, like PASI company executor recognized for their emotional intelligence achieve 10% increase in productivity and contribute nearly 4 million in economic value. Similarly, Sheraton and economical intelligence indicated lead to 24% boost in the company share market. So they also gave a high salary for who have the emotional intelligence is so high. Mm. Partner excites experience to me. Mindfulness started as a first curiosity. Sometimes I stumble upon when I felt overwhelmed by deadline and social pressure. I decided to give it a try one evening, sitting quietly for just 2 minutes, focusing on my breath and letting my thoughts drift by like leaf on a string. That first attempt was shaky. My mind keep jumping to tomorrow text, but I noticed a small shift, feel alive, big lighter, legs tangled in worry. And I have like ADHD. It's hard for me to stay focused on one thing, one whole. The mental stuck, while pressure and being alone. I often felt extremely lonely and depressed. At the time, at the time there was an awkward in Myanmar. An image of many people who had died was shared on the social media. When I saw though, I couldn't hold up my tears, and since I have also experienced something like that myself, I became really afraid that night. I went through the medical counseling thing, and the therapist listened to everything I said and asked me to like journaling my feeling every day. Like if you're angry, you will write down you're angry. If you feel sad, you will write down feel sad. If you're happy, you will write down happy. You can write everything you like about the feeling and show me back. That's your homework, she said to me. Even uh, even even though she encouraged me to activity I enjoy, and even though I couldn't meditate yet, she told me to practice deep breathing exercise for 5 to 10 minutes. Those things make me feel better, although it stays true, but it depends on saturation. Some emotion cannot really only breathing exercise. Next is real organization business contact. For me, I have in experience in business organization, so I have read the things you can see what you slow down, written by the Korean writer Haeming Suning. In this book, manager at a busy Korean company face intense pressure during a project launch deadline, with team conflicts escalating due to stress. He practiced mindfulness by focusing on the scents of nearby flowers and observing the rhythm of his footsteps during a short walk. As suggested in the book, this calmed his mind, enabling him to meditate a productive team discussion and meet the deadlines successfully, but like business leader managing high-stakes situation. I also share my sister experience when I already read that book. So she asked me when she struggled with stress while coordinating a family event, so feeling overwhelmed by last minute change and discovery among relatives. I told about that book and she tried a different approach, focusing on the sound around her, like the hum of the room and distant laughter for a minute, followed by a mindful observation of the texture of a nearby object, like the smoothness of the wooden table. This exercise helped to relieve her anxiety, allowing her to stay composed and meditate conflicts effectively, similar to how a business leader might manage team tension. This we already teach in the class, but I use it back because the mindfulness also including practicing these, but mindfulness practice can be incorporated into any number of venue, like yoga, walking, listening soft sound, meditation, even that make you feel mindful. You can do it. Mm. These are 7 educational factors of mindfulness. We also learn in the course, but I will re-explain again the definition. Uh, the 7 mindfulness attitude factor are non-judging. You can observing without labeling things as good or bad. Patient, another is patient, allowing things to unfold in their own time. Trust, having confidence in yourself and the process. Then surviving, letting go the urge to always achieve or change something. Accept that acknowledging reality as it is in the present moment. And beginner mind, seeing each moment with openness and curiosity as if for the first time. Letting go. The last one is letting go, but it's for me it's very hard. Releasing attachment to thought, feeling, and outcome. This is mindfulness in the business management. Mindfulness in business management mean applying awareness, present, and emotional balance in the workplace. It's about staying focused in the present moment without being overwhelmed by stress, distressing, or negative emotion. Many successful organizations use mindfulness practice to improve productivity, teamwork, and decision making. Benefits of mindfulness in business is better focus and concentration, stress reducing, improved decision making, emotional intelligence, creativity and innovation, and stronger teamwork. For conclusion, mindfulness is more than just a practice. It's a way of living with awareness, patience, and acceptance. By training the mind to stay present, we can reduce stress, improve focus, and respond to challenge with clarity instead of reacting impulsively, whether in personal life or in business. Mindfulness speaks emotional balance, resilience, and compassion. In work full of distraction and pressure, mindfulness reminds us to pause, breathe, and live with greater peace and understanding. For me, mindfulness has becoming something very meaningful. It's helped me slow down and notice how I really feel and find peace even in difficult moments. I've learned that being mindful doesn't mean life will always be easy, but give me the strength to handle challenges with a calm mind, whether it's through breathing and journaling or simple enjoying small moments. Mindfulness allow me to connect with myself a deeper way. It remind me that every moment is an opportunity to start fresh. Thank you very much. That's all my presentations, and questions are welcome.
Thank you for your answer. I would like to ask you one question.
Mm.
What role, how does mindfulness improve your decision making as a professional in your work?
Or as I'm talking to you, because I haven't never had, I just finished the bachelor and I studied the master degree in here. So I haven't any experience in professional, but as I experience when I was 1 or 2 years ago, so uh, emotional and get anxiety and decision making by balancing logic with emotional intelligence. First, I gather with the relevant facts and uh, data to understand the situation clear. Then I step back to manage my own emotion so they don't cloud my judgment. For example, pausing before reacting if the decision is under pressure. I also consider the perspective of like for in the work like stakeholder using empathy to see how different options might affect them. Thank you. Yes.
That's nice answer. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you.
Hello, Leslie. Yes, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, how does meaningful improve emotional intelligence in business teams, like in meeting or project?
Your question is that emotional intelligence improve for in business or mindful.
We don't hear your question very clearly.
Yeah, mindfulness improve like emotional intelligence in business team, right? To me, mindfulness boosts emotional intelligence in business team by creating a space where everyone can connect more deeply with their own emotion and those of others, fostering a stronger, more understanding group dynamic. I see it as a mental anchor that helps team members stay aware of their feeling like frustrating or excitement without letting those emotions take over during high pressure moments. This self-awareness is the first step to emotion intelligence, allowing people to pause and choose how to react rather than reacting impulse. Mindfulness is also builds the empathy, uh, which is key in team. When you practice mindfulness, you train yourself to really listen and notice stable clues like a teammate tones and silence without jumping to conclusion. This helps create supportive atmosphere while everyone feels hard, reducing misunderstanding that often in meeting or projects. For example, I manage team leader using a quick moment of mindfulness to calm their mind before addressing a conflict, which then set a tone of patience and openness for the whole group. Finally, it strengthens emotion regulation, keeping tension from boiling over. In my view, a mindful team can handle stress better because every member learns to manage their reaction, leading to smoother collaboration and more creative problem solving. It's like giving the team a shell to stay balanced, making them more adaptable. Adaptable. That's all. It's my answer. Sorry for long.
Thank you, Liz. So I do think you really enjoy mindfulness. Then can you explain what are the key differences between mindfulness and just relaxation?
I think mindfulness is changing your relationship with stress for the long time, and uh, realization is switching stress off temporary. Yes, teacher. That's I don't know how to explain. It's a short time of that mindfulness can be changing your relationship with the stress for the long time, and you can practice. If you practice of mindful your mind, it will be help your personal growth or even in the business. But for realization is when you feel tired or something stress, like switching stress off, like just a temporary, I think.
Okay. Thank you, Liz.
Thank
Okay,
you, teacher.
can I add to that?
Yes,
Yes.
please. Mhm.
Okay. Mindfulness to me is a kind of playing cool or playing careful to meet to the organizational standard for you not to encroach or limiting yourself to where you shouldn't be or say what you shouldn't say to in order not to affect another employee. So it's just a kind of playing careful to maintain the work ethics. Why relaxation has to do with meditation, being in a comfort zone to think about the daily activities, how you can approach your daily activities without any chaos or without making mistakes. So that is my input regarding to that. And I would like to present my own.
Yeah.
So I can share my screen now.
Sure. Thank you, Ibrahim. Totally agree with your opinion. Yeah. So the goals of mindfulness, not just for feel calm, but to develop the clarity and focus and the acceptance of yourself in the moment, in the present time. Why relaxation is about, reducing stress or tension in your body and mind, and the focus of relaxation is aimed to comfort and ease yourself, ease your body and your mind. This can be very different from mindfulness. Seeing mindfulness that make you feel calm at the moment to develop, the clarification and the attention as well as the appreciation at the time that something happened. So thank you so much. It's just an idea then to clarify everyone.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate Lick's presentation. Then we move
Thank
to
you,
the
teacher.
next person.
Thank
I
you.
want to share.
Yes, please. Share more. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's a great
And
job, please. Yeah. That
grant me
that
an access. Let me share my screen and do my own
mm,
presentation.
we waiting for you. Mhm. The things I like about all of your presentation until now, that we can see, the power of your presentation in a way that you only connect it into your daily life or into your business practice. That's very good.
Please, can you grant me an access to share?
Oh, really? I don't really know how to grant you that, because everyone can share. Why don't you share? I don't
I
know.
don't know why.
Uh,
Just hold on.
so it's like, can you
I, that means
use
I have
your
to.
SBS email? And I think it's SBS email will come up into automatic access.
I had shared before. I don't know why it's taking time to come up. I don't know if it is the fault from my system, but let me log out and come in again.
Yeah. Or you can send me the link of your presentation, and then I can open from my side and I share for everyone. I can be your assistant. You upload the presentation on a link and you text me. Since the school set up the Zoom link for me and it's automatically work. Yeah.
Okay, could I present while he's trying to figure it out?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Okay.
We don't need a break. Everyone, we move on. We non-stop presentation. I'm available.
Okay, so can everybody see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, so I want to talk about empathy, how empathy can improve leadership at workplace. And okay, good evening, everybody. Let's go ahead. Okay, so empathy is a core part of emotional intelligence. Empathy is the ability to understand and share others' feelings, and it's a fundamental component of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence includes self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship management, and empathy. Okay, so the reason why I am choosing to talk on empathy is because empathy is often overlooked in a fast-paced workplaces. It affects leadership, effectiveness, and it has personally helped address my challenges in balancing tasks and balancing tasks with people working under pressure. Okay, so I used to struggle with focusing on tasks. Can everybody still hear me?
We missed your presentation on the screen. We cannot see your screen now.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
You can share again. Yeah.
Is my screen up now?
Yes, it's up.
Okay. So I was talking about why I chose empathy, and I was like, okay, empathy is often overlooked in fast-paced workplaces. It affects leadership, effectiveness, and it has personally helped address my challenge of balancing tasks and people working under pressure. I used to struggle on focusing on tasks over helping people during high pressure deadlines, which often leads to team burnout, which actually kind of like motivated me to talk on empathy. So this topic excites me as a way to bridge the gap between completing tasks and building emotional connections in leadership roles. Okay, so my guiding question is empathy as a leadership strategy. Empathy goes beyond being just a soft skill. It serves as a powerful strategic tool that leaders can leverage on to improve workplace dynamics. Okay, empathetic leaders foster workplaces where employees experience recognition and support, boosting morale and loyalty. Also, when leaders practice empathy, it leads to higher level of engagement and productivity among team members. Empathy enhances leaders' ability to make informed decisions, strengthens overall team effectiveness, making it a vital leadership capacity. Okay, so the theoretical foundations of empathy in emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman says emotional intelligence beats intellectual quotient. For one, there are two types of empathy. Conjunctive is understanding, while emotional empathy is sharing. Empathy resolves conflicts. Leaders use empathy to manage team conflicts. Empathy enhances communication. Empathy enables clear, um, compassionate talk. Empathy builds trust. Trust grows when leaders show consistent empathy. Um, Empathy boosts satisfaction. Teams with empathetic leaders report higher satisfaction. Empathy promotes well-being. Empathy supports positive mood and emotional health. Emotional intelligence supports teamwork. Emotional intelligence helps team embrace diverse views for success. Okay, personal insight and growth through empathy, recognition of past dismissal. Okay, so before this course, I often dismiss colleagues' concerns as excuses, especially during stressful projects, highlighting the need to highlighting a need for greater understanding. Self-awareness as foundation for empathy. Key realization that self-awareness is essential. You must understand that your own emotion to truly connect to others. Um, Applying self-management technique during personal challenge. Used the mindfulness process amidst a recent challenge. I think Francis talked about the 30 seconds pause, take a break, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so I recently used that during a recent challenge that affected my work mood, demonstrating practical emotional regulation. Um, Becoming more sensitive to team dynamics and shifted focus from talks to valuing emotional connections during meeting. Um, achieve Archive increased resilience and reduced personal stress. These changes led to greater emotional resilience and lowered stress level in both personal and professional contexts. Okay, so applying empathy to professional development, how empathetic leaders foster communication, innovation, and workplace success. Okay, team use agile. Agile is a flexible way of working where team adapt quickly, learning continuously, and value people over a rigid process. The benefit of having empathy, it boosts communication amongst team member. Um, Results. Okay, so you know when your team members are weak and when you need to work in, when you need to like reassign tasks to help people, and the evidence is okay, there was more success to the task done than before. Okay, so let's commit to building emotional intelligence and lead with empathy today. Essential insights for cultivating empathy to enhance leadership effectiveness and team engagement. Okay, so summary of emotional intelligence components. Okay, we have the self-awareness, recognizing your own emotion is the foundation for empathy and decision making. Then self-management, controlling or redirecting disruptive. It kind of enhances resilience and stress management when it comes to empathy. Understanding others' emotions, and needs, improves empathy and conflict resolution. Managing interaction builds trust amongst team and builds more teamwork. Understanding and sharing feelings, it helps drives engagement and innovation. Okay, so unlocking the power of empathetic leadership. Okay, so empathetic managers boost job satisfaction. Studies reveal that teams led by empathetic managers report higher satisfaction, creating a more engaged and motivated workforce. Empathy reduces employee turnover. Low turnover rates strongly correlates with leaders who practice empathy, helping organizations retain valuable talent and reduce hiring costs. Empathy foster positive emotional climate. Um, empathy promotes Empathy promotes supportive emotional environments that encourage creativity, collaboration among team members. Empathy improves teamwork. Organizations experience better teamwork when leaders understand diverse perspective and respond with empathy, smoothing conflict and boosting cooperation. Empathy enhances innovation. An empathetic leadership style increases an organization's ability to innovate by embracing diverse ideas and encouraging open communication. And conclusion, embrace empathy to transform leadership. Thank you. Is there any question?
Question, yeah. Look like empathy is a very important
For me, no question.
word. Yeah, you prior
Her presentation, I said, for me, there is no question. Her presentation is detailed.
Thank you, Ephraim.
You're welcome.
So Sola, what make empathy different from just being kind as a leader? So we consider empathy is important for a leaders to create many positive things around organization. And yes, what's the next level of empathy instead of just being kind?
Okay, so I feel like just being kind is personal, while empathy is understanding the emotions of your subordinates, understanding how they feel, and so it's not just about being nice. Okay, so empathy is listening and working on working on what they talked about, not just to listening. So I can just be kind because I want to be kind. I can be kind because I'm considerate, because I'm nice. But when I'm showing empathy, I understand the person. I put myself in the person's shoe. I understand how he feels. I listen, then work on it, then give a feedback, basically.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ma.
Very interesting. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. Now we move to the next presentation.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Ibrahim.
Screen?
Oh, okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, I'll be talking on emotional self-awareness. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you so much. Emotional self-awareness overview. What is emotional self-awareness? These involve recognizing your emotions in real time and understanding what triggers them. Most times there are things that triggers emotion, there are things that makes you behave the way you did. There are things that will make you behave the way you ought not to behave. So beyond naming feelings, it requires grasping how emotions influences your thoughts, your decision, and your behavior. Core part of emotional intelligence has to provide a foundational or managing emotions and relating well to others. While you are developing emotional self-awareness, it leads you to a clearer thinking and better communication and will give you a stronger relationship. Core components of emotional self-awareness. These are the essential things we need to understand about emotional self-awareness. It's not all about naming your feelings. It's all about spotting triggers, what triggers your feelings. The impact you see based on the way you behave or the way you are behaving and connecting it to your life. Now you can perceive or identify your feelings, such as disguising frustrations from anger to better understand your emotions. Recognizing situations or events that spark your emotions, like criticizing, cursing, or insecurity, or kindness, bringing joy. Understand how emotion affect your thoughts, behaviors, and physical sensations, such as stress causing tensions or distractions. When you are connecting it, you link your emotion to your value, goals, and past experiences to grasp or understand why certain feelings arise stronger in specific contexts. Why is emotional self-awareness important, or why does it matter? One, it matters in better decisions. The decisions you take, emotion helps you to separate rational choices from reactive impulse. Most time you would want to act based on how you feel inside, not understanding why you need to give this judgment. Keeping you cool. Awareness of emotion like anger or stress allows you to pause and respond calmly rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. Another reason why self-awareness is important is it will make you have a stronger connection. When you understand your feelings, you facilitate it, honest communication, and you build trust and reduce misunderstanding in relationship. It will give you a very strong synergy while relating with your employer or with your peers or friends. Bouncing back is one of the good importance of self-awareness. Bouncing back begin in tune with your emotion, and it will help you process challenges effectively, promoting resilience and emotional recovery. Emotional self-awareness is very important because it helps in personal growth. When you spot your emotion, you will have a pattern that will support your self reflections and positive change, thereby fostering continuous development and self importance. It gives you value. It makes you stand out in the society or in your workplace. Teamwork. Emotional self awareness is a teamwork. It is not all about how you feel, it's all about how things can work well. bringing up ideas to something that works well for the team or for the organization. Yes, it improves communication. Self-aware team members recognizes their emotions and express them clearly, which reduces misunderstanding and promotes open dialogue within the team. So it gives a pace or a space for interaction for you to understand each other clearly. Then it fosters empathy. Understanding one's own emotion helps in recognizing and respecting the feelings of teammates, strengthening bonds, and enhancing cooperation. Conflict resolution and trust. Emotional awareness in a team creates creates that synergy that will help or that will lead each team member to trust one another. So emotional triggers allows team members to manage conflict calmly and constructively, holding trust and positive team environment. So it creates a scenario whereby the environment is suitable for everybody. Reason being that we understand each other's feelings and we have one goal. We are pursuing one thing, and that thing is the target. Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
can.
we
Okay,
listening.
okay. So, emotional intelligence framework. Emotional intelligence framework, according to Daniel Goleman's emotional intelligence model, consists of five key components, which my colleagues has been repeating time over time during this at the course of this presentation: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Emotional self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions as they happen, serving as the cornerstone of the model. Emotional intelligence framework is self-awareness enables better self-regulation, allowing individuals to manage their emotion response constructively. Without self-awareness, other emotional intelligence skills like empathy and social skills may be less effective, as understanding oneself is an essential before understanding others. I think here it is very clear. Everyone understands this better. That when you understand your emotions, you can relate to other ones and know how to treat them. Teamwork and leadership. Emotional self-awareness helps individuals to remain calm and inform decisions and build trust through transparency. Awareness, recognizing emotion in real time. This is a real time scenario. When you recognize emotion in the moment, means you are turning into physical and mental signals such as racing health, tension, and irritability. Awareness of this emotion helps you pause, assess why you are feeling this way instead of reacting impulsively. Example, in a heated meeting, noticing noticing rising frustrations allows a team member to take a deep breath and choose calmly. Constructive communication. This real-time recognition helps avoid conflict, escalation, and promotes better problem solving and collaboration. Practicing mindfulness and emotional check-ins throughout the day strengthens these skills over time. Now, this is the insights, what I learned so much during the course of this program or this emotional intelligence class. One, foundational of emotional intelligence. Emotional self awareness is the core skill that supports other emotional intelligence ability like self-regulation and empathy, enabling better emotional management. Recognizing biases and blind spots. Being self-aware helps identify personal emotion, emotional biases, and blind spots that might affect decision making and interactions within a team. Research insights. Studies show that individuals high in emotional self-awareness contribute to stronger team cohesion and improved communication effectiveness. And the fourth one is personal anecdotes. Recognizing my own stress during group projects allowed me to communicate calmly and avoid escalating conflict, improving collaboration and outcomes. Growth, personal growth through self awareness. All along, this has actually helped me in my dealings, even in my former places of work and in my current life. Self awareness helps me to identify emotional triggers like anger or anxiety early, allowing me to manage reactions thoughtfully and maintain a positive relationship. Self reflection. Practices such as journaling and mindfulness courage encourage examining emotional patterns, fostering deeper insight and continuous personal improvement. I learn every day. Recognizing my tendencies to take a criticism personally allowed me to pause, reframe, reframe feedback objectively, and expand and respond more constructively, improving my communication and relationships. Application. How do I apply emotional self-awareness in my workplace or for professional development? One, effective teamwork. Self-awareness team members openly communicate their emotions, reducing misunderstandings and improving collaboration. For example, recognizing stress during a project helps delegate tasks calmly. For leadership, leaders with emotional self-awareness build trust through transparency and calm decision making, such as admitting mistakes openly in a meeting to foster respect and credibility. Conflict resolution. Awareness of emotional triggers helps prevent escalation by encouraging pauses during heated moments, enabling more constructive and thoughtful conflict management. Sorry, pardon me. Common barriers to emotional self-awareness. It is good to say, or it is good we know that everything that has advantage has a disadvantage. Where it goes so smooth may end up heating up destruction. So, common barriers to emotional self awareness are pushing feelings away, cognitive biases, cultural differences, and feeling overwhelmed. When you feel overwhelmed about something, intense emotion during stressful or high pressure moments can make it difficult to pause, reflect, and accurately identify feelings. So we shouldn't be self-aware, self-overwhelmed. We shouldn't just feel overwhelmed all the time. Impact of emotional self-awareness on a team dynamics. Members who understand their own emotions are better equipped to recognize and respect feelings of others, leading to deeper interpersonal connections, building trust. When individuals are open about their emotions and reactions, It creates a transparent environment where trust can flourish. Encourages cooperation. Awareness of emotional states Awareness of emotional states helps team members communicate more thoughtfully, reducing misunderstandings and promoting collaborative problem solving. Enables constructive conflict management. When you recognize your emotional triggers, it will allow team members to approach conflict calmly, addressing issues thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Create a positive team environment. A very good working environment is where things work well, where there are laws, where there are rules, where there are patterns of operation. So emotional self-awareness contributes to that atmosphere of mutual respect and support, which enhances overall team cohesion and productivity. Summary and final thoughts. Emotional self-awareness acts like a superpower, giving insights into your feelings and motivations. Secondly, it enhances personal growth by improving emotional regulation, self-reflection, and resilience. In, in teamwork, trust and conflict resolution, strengthening collaboration. Developing these skills requires intentional practice, such as mindfulness and seeking feedback. Call to action. Start today by regularly checking in with your emotions to unlock its powerful benefits. How might understanding your emotion improve your next team interaction? Obviously, you can see a reaction, different kinds of reactions. These different kinds of reaction speaks volume to how one is feeling, mental state of your team members. So commit to a simple yet powerful practice: journaling your emotions weekly. These habits deepen self-awareness, helping you navigate teamwork with greater clarity, empathy, and confidence. Start today by reflecting on your feelings and watch your emotional intelligence grow. Thank you for listening, and I am ready to entertain many questions.
Good. Thank you. Very explainable presentation, that you gave. Very deep, thoughtful opinion. For sure. Everyone, do you have any question for Ibrahim? Now, my question for you is, how can self-awareness help in handling feedback or criticism? In
Pardon, come
case,
again.
how can self-awareness
Okay, how
help
can
in
self-awareness help in handling feedback or criticism?
mm, mm,
Okay, this is a very technical question, but I take it this way. Self-awareness helps you to know what is happening around you. And when things are happening around you, you are taking a 360 feedback, knowingly or unknowingly. Because when you understand your environment, it
mm,
speaks volume about a pattern which you are using to lead them, or the effectiveness of your product to the final consumer out there.
mm,
So when you are self-aware, you will understand the angle where your company or your practice is being criticized. So whichever way, by handling how it helps to handle feedback is you just being mindful and calm to react. Don't feel like because you are criticizing me based on how I talk, based on how I act, based on how I take decisions, with that kind of tension inside me, anxiety or anger, I will now speak out of the heart without staying calm or minding the words I use. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibrahim. I think it's very, very good preparation for all of the slide that you share, and it's clarified to everyone. So we need to move on now. I think we've got progress, Tom and
Okay, sure. I will share my
and
screen.
Lynn, right?
Yeah,
Naylin,
I will share my screen.
okay, thank you, Tom.
Yes.
I think we will have enough time, in an hour for
Yeah,
three.
can you see my screen, sir? Okay. I talk about self-management with emotional intelligence. That's related with my job that I was working. And yeah, the first one is emotional intelligence as like in hospitality. Why is matter for as a manager and in emotional intelligence? And emotional state sets the tone for the entire shift. And as if you are self-management, if you cannot manage your team effectively, if you cannot manage yourself first, and if the foundation of the handling is our abstract and customer complaint and team conflict. And the second one is emotional self-awareness and anchoring assessment. The between them is self-awareness is a recognized right track and during a dinner rest or agitation with a mistake and lead to a better on the spot decision and calm and also more a supportive presence for your team, leadership and strength and also weakness. Then self-awareness in action. That's we have two and self-awareness and self-management. For the self-awareness, is feel overwhelmed any patient is about to be at the honest and also the self-management is like we have to communicate with the kitchen and communicate with other communicate with the team that we can manage to other people before we manage ourselves. Yeah. As a management, highly difficult for others, like recognized by effective and fair and conflict, and for the management and to the empathy over ego when we dealing with customer or we dealing with people. I have to listening fully and apologize for this. And then for giving a critical feedback for the customer, also have awareness and management. For the awareness, we really mistake from a cook, and also the management was it can forget on the. Lucia, can you hear me? Can you
We
hear me?
don't hear you very well, Tom.
Okay. Just wait. I choose I change the internet. one is clear. Now, can you hear me, sir? Now, can you hear me?
Yes, we do now.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
For the personal reflection, hospitality service experience. The first one is situation. Face a sudden thought reservation and during a fully booked, internet reaction and self-awareness and self-management and also grow. Then, like a professional reflection with a team management is situation, a talent that emotion was on the verge of working up mind shape and the awareness, fear, their own as anxieties about losing a key person during service, and the management and pulling them aside for a minute and use a calm and low voice and talk to or have a conversation, and also about the talk have a conversation just after the service, and the outcome is a short term and long term. For the short term, diffuse the situation and save the shift and let them and be impressed loyalty and the fear heart and supportive. Why is matter for a self management? And the first one is awareness and also supportive, encourage and guides and enhance communicate and team cohesion under pressure, support this supports operational adaptability and problem solving, encourage alternative with a leadership that team want to follow, and guides long-term business health and staff retention. And for this management, that's the key lesson that I learned is the emotional state is the most powerful leadership tool, and self-awareness allow to cut strikes before it uh, escalates, and self-management allow to use to model the behavior that's expect from the team. And it's not about being soft; it's about being strategically effective. And it's also the core skill for reducing turnover and creating a chief restaurant culture. And for the conclusion, future growth, self-management and being with self-awareness, and also it has transformed the ability to lead from the front during the most challenging steps. And it's the key to build a resilience, a loyalty, trust, and customer relationship, a highest performance team. And the next step was a mentor the junior supervisor to have some skill and build a leadership with other. And the last one is to become in the store and create a restaurant where people love to walk and dine. Thank you. You are music.
Question, everyone?
Yeah, I have one question. That's how can the what is that? How can developing self-awareness and self-management in the moment when we improve our responsible to pressure and our leadership?
Mm.
Let me put in the chat.
Yeah. Is that clear? Is that question clear to you?
I already set on the checkbox.
How can developing self-awareness in the
And
moment?
self-management, yeah. I forgot to put self-management.
Yeah. Okay, so
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
So good evening. Today I would like to present on teamwork within emotional intelligence. So I choose this topic because it transforms how I view collaboration. So my guardian question is, what role does emotional intelligence play in effective teamwork? So for this slides, teamwork is about achieving goal together, but EI make it effective by managing emotion in group. So from our course, EI explain why something is why other falters. So Grossman definition highlights managing relationship, which is at the heart of teamwork. For the next slides, for part 2 of our course materials, teamwork is roots in the each models outward focus skills. So social awareness include ability to read team like team mood. One relationship management foster collaboration. So that team with high EQ outperform others as their collective emotion drive better focus and results. So emphasize managing team conflicts with EI. So team EQ questions help assess group dynamics, empathy, understanding other through mirror neurons, and listening critical. For support network tie into team cohesions. As the iceberg model shows, EI is the hidden driver of team success. For the next slides, these topics have reshaped my approach to teamwork. I learned from that empathy, like seeing others. How can I say? Perspective is key. So, for example, in a recent group project, I used active listening to understand a teammate's stress, which build trust and tension. This has made me more patient and strengthened my ability to work with others. For the next slides, for me, in my sales and marketing role, team collaborate on champion features and client reaction and the tight deadlines, and also use empathy to like team goals, manage conflicts during champion planning, and apply relationship management to motivate colleagues. So during a recent champion delay, I use open inquiry to understand the teammate stress, apply team EQ question to assess group move and foster support, leading to the successful client pitch. Enhance creativity, client certification, and team more. For key takeaway, my takeaway is I will focus on empathy and listening to strengthen my role in team. For me, trying a team EQ question is boost collaboration and also what make team thrive, especially in challenging movement. So to include, EI empower effective teamwork by managing emotions for success. Yes, teacher. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you. One question before you leave. Do you think emotional intelligence is more important than technical skill in teamwork? Why or why not?
I think it spans the bullet point because a teamwork is about achieving goal together. Teacher, can you repeat me a question, please?
Yeah. Do you think emotional intelligence is more important than technical skill in teamwork? I test you.
For me,
Mm.
technical skill is what allow the team to do the work, like to solve problem, analyze data, or deliver results. Without baseline competence, a team can't meet its goal. For emotional intelligence, I think it's help member manage stress and resolve conflicts, trust each other, and like how can I say, stay motivated, especially under pressure. Yes, teacher.
Okay, so it's more important or less important? So if you chose to scale between emotional intelligence and technical skill in teamwork, which one you are going to choose?
Hello, teacher. Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat your question, please?
So your answer, yes or no?
For me, yes, teacher.
Yes, right?
Yes.
So your answer is a yes. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Because someone may say no. Someone may say, "Oh, technical skill are more important." You know,
Yes.
they may debate for that. Okay, thank you. Now it's
Thank you,
clear
teacher.
to me, and I know that you have to leave. I don't keep you long. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
teacher.
your-
Thank you very much.
Yeah, bye. Okay, enjoy your work. Now the last one, right? Lin,
Nhớ đầu.
Nay Lin Thế. Yeah.
Yes, that's only me. And then it's again about the like empathy. We love empathy.
It's
Okay,
okay. It's
let me
like
choose.
the most important team today. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of empathy today. So let me introduce myself. My name is Nalinta. That today I'm present about the empathy and emotion intelligence about that. Okay, I like. Okay, and second slide, and like understanding the empathy, the importance. The empathy is a cultural for emotional intelligence, shaping effective communication and fostering positive relation to various settings. It's very important. Like if you want to know about some, if you talk with someone, if you don't know his emotion, you can know the like good communication with him. Like understanding the other emotion is the empathy ability. Empathy is ability to connect with the understand the feelings of other and fostering a better relationship in the like better relationship in the life. So it's empathy is quite important in the like various settings for the conversation with others and relationship. Okay, another says why I choose this topic like actually everyone is in this class, everyone a lot of guys choose about the empathy. Like I think they know they know about the empathy is very like for the trust building and stronger relationship and reduce the conflict in each other collaboration and personally and value the communication and value the empathy in communication and connection with others people like if you want to connect with other people, you need to know their feeling and you need to know their what they thinking about like in this conversation. So when I choose this topic, like a question is like I choose this one. How can empathy improve the leadership and teamwork in the workplace? Like it's only a question for I'm choosing. So let's talk about yeah. Theory in part of the like Daniel's government emotion intelligence framework, there's three types of there's types of empathy. A lot of types, I think. Like I'm showing that the competitive empathy and understanding the perspective, the other perspective, they want but they think like emotional empathy or sharing the feelings like that and comprehensive empathy, like talking positive supported action to the others, like take important organization like building like psychological safety, improving communication with other people, reducing the misunderstanding with other people. Like sometimes you don't really know about the other guy's feeling. Like it is very rare condition in like with the relationship, like to say it like girlfriend relation, boyfriend in relationship. If you don't know like really know so much about your partner, you don't you really have a trouble with that. So empathy is a really important in conversation with a relationship with other people. So like in personal reflection, I have learned the listening through the judgment based on trust. Like if you want to improve your empathy, like listening is very needed. Non-verbal cause eye contact, tone, like just mother, and then empathy is not agreement. It's not equal to agreement. It's like understanding other people. Check like a professional application in workplace leaders should use empathy to motivate team. Every time the leaders need to know about leader need to know other teammates feeling, you know. If you don't know about mesh, if you don't know much about the teams, he like facing with a very problem. And then team collaborate better to the manual respect and how resolve the conflict very like sorry. Oh, sorry. I think I'm over here. Like sometimes, I'm actually I don't have really much about the workplace work experience. I only finished my bachelor degree and then I'm like doing my internship like a classroom assistant, and then I'm had in classroom assistant when I'm doing for the classroom assistant. There's a like student if you want to communicate really well communicate with them, you need to understanding what they feeling. You need to know what they want to do and what they won't want to do. Like sometimes they just want to skip the test or something like that. So I need to do like how they feeling and how they want to do. So then only that kind of thing can make the really good communication with the student and something like that. Actually, I don't have really much about the work experience, so I don't know how to tell it about that. So sorry about that. I can keep benefit and the key benefit for the empathy. Like empathy is make a stronger relationship, better collaboration with other people, the higher employee engagement is for the leader who lead the employee, and then improve the problem solving with the other people. Sometimes you got the like some problem with the other guys. If you don't know his feeling, you can't solve the problem. So more they get decision making like that, given benefits for the empathy. Like strategy to develop empathy. Like empathy is everyone need to know about the empathy, and they give other people like empathy. Cultivation and find involves active listening. You need to like if you want to develop your empathy, you need to listen to someone feeling or someone feeling and someone problem. Like if you if you improve your listening skill to the other people, you can develop an empathy, like seeking diverse perspective and practicing emotional awareness and personal intelligence or professional intelligence. So illustration. So like that. Thank you for your listening. It's my that's my finish of my presentation.
Thank you, Nadine. Now, it's interesting. Many of you choose empathy for your presentation, and
Yeah.
I do believe it's a good topic. It's special. Just one question.
Yes.
Do you think empathy can be learned and strengthened? Or it's more of a natural trait or personality of a person?
Yes, I think empathy can be learned because I also tell about that in the slide. If you improve your listening skill, you listen to the other people, like their problem, what they struggle with something or they have any feeling with that. If you improve your listening skill more and more, if you improve it, empathy can be like more improved, empathy can be learned about with learn with the improving your listening skill. Yes, it is. But sometimes there's some guys who is special for the empathy, like they really special for the something they really know they know about the other feelings, and they know they have actually everyone had like kind of superpower for their own unique skill, like that everyone have. So I think everything can be learned, like especially from the special kind of who have like who don't really know about the other feeling. Some guy I have one friend, he does not care really about the other feeling. He do what he want and he do what we tell him. If you do this, they hate you. They don't care it actually. So there's other guys, there's special power with that kind. So actually normal guys can learn empathy or like can learn everything about you. So I think like that. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lin Ted. Any more question?
Thank you.
Thank you for all of your presentation today, everyone. All of you finished, right? Now I just
presented. I think I should go next.
we
Mr.
still
Progress.
have you progress.
Good evening, teacher.
Yeah, we have a lot of time. Yeah. So
Okay.
someone asked me, haven't received an email to submit my final assignment. I think I post not an email, but on Google Classroom in the classwork that show you final assignment, and then you submit on that Google Classroom link. Okay?
So we need to submit our our presentation in like Google Classroom.
Yeah, in Google Classroom final assignment, I submitted today. There's a link for you, and you go there and you send your slide.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, just by weekend, that's fine. Sunday, yeah. Okay. It is clear to you? Yeah, go Google Classroom and submit your last work, your final assignment. And then final presentation progress, please.
Okay, teacher.
What's gonna be the topic? I'm curious. Don't tell me that empathy again. No?
Everyone like empathy.
Okay, decision making. Okay, tradership advantages in life in decision making.
Teacher, can you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you. I'll be talking on the topic is decision making a strategic advantage in life, and I'll be taking down my points with the following question: What factors influence effective decision making? How can we balance speed and accuracy in decision making? Why do some decisions fail, and how can we learn from them? How do emotions and values shape our decision making process? So first and foremost, before going into this, I would like to let us know what decision making is. So what is decision making? Decision making is the process of choosing between different options or courses of action. It's something we all do every day, from simple choices like what to eat to bigger ones like choosing a career path. At its core, decision making is about evaluating alternatives, weighing the risk and benefits, and selecting the option that aligns best with our goal and values. Good decision making isn't just about speed, it's about clarity, critical thinking, and sometimes even creativity. In fact, the quality of our decisions often shapes the quality of our lives. So over the next couple of minutes, let me explore why decision making matters and how approaching it with awareness can empower us to take control of our future. So why did I choose this topic? I selected decision making for the position because it's a universal skill that impacts every aspect of our life, personal, professional, and societal. Understanding how to make effective decisions can lead to better outcomes, reduce stress, and improve our ability to navigate complex situations. In today's fast-paced world, where we are bombarded with choices and informations, learning to make informed and confident decisions is more critical than ever. So by exploring this topic, I aim to share the insights. On how we can improve our decision-making process, making it more structured and intentional, which is valuable for everyone in this audience and life in general. What factors influence effective decision-making? This question explores the elements that shape decisions, such as emotions, biases, available information, and time constraint. It allows one to discuss how reality or external pressures can impact choices and introduce strategies like gathering diverse perspective or using data-driven approaches to improve outcomes. We'll go to the second question. How can we balance speed and accuracy in decision-making? This addresses the trade-off between making quick decisions and ensuring they are well-informed. You can highlight real-world scenarios like businesses or emergency situations and discuss tools like decision framework. Example, we could use the SWOT analysis to optimize both speed and accuracy. We'll go to the third question. Why do some decisions fail and how can we learn from them? This question dives into more common pitfalls such as overconfidence, lack of information, or failure to consider alternatives, which as normal human beings, we make such mistakes. So it opens door to discussing the importance of reflection, feedback loops made from your customers or audience, and adapting strategies based on past mistakes to improve future decisions. We move to the last question. How do emotions and values shape our decision-making process? This explores the human side of decision-making, examining how personal values, stress, and emotional states influence choices. You can touch on techniques like mindfulness and structured decision-making models to balance emotions with logic, making decisions more aligned with long-term goals. This is about I am into I'm a beverage entrepreneur. So this is just like about why I went into this topic, reflecting to my personal business. So as a beverage entrepreneur, decision making has been the core of every step in the building of my business, whether it's launching an app for easy marketing or developing a physical product. I've learned that decisions in this industry requires balancing creativity, data, and instinct, and often under pressure. My experiences have taught me that effective decision makings can make or break a venture, and I want to share my key insights from my journey. Number one, data. One critical lesson is power of data in decision making. Number two, embracing mistakes. Not every decision leads to success, and I've made my share of missteps. Early on, I overestimated demand for a premium product without enough market research, leading to excess inventory. Yes. Reflecting on these failures taught me to embrace the mistakes and learn as I learn from the opportunities. I now use structured frameworks to evaluate benefits, ensuring I make more informed choices while staying open to adapting when things don't go as planned. Balancing instincts and inputs, that's the number 3 point. I learned that decision making isn't just about data. It's about trusting your gut while seeking diverse perspectives, like consulting your team members and also in some cases my customers, who are like my final consumers. In conclusion, I see decision making as a beverage entrepreneur as a constant learning process. By combining data, reflection on failures, and a balance of instinct and collaboration, I've grown more confident in my choices. These lessons don't just apply to business. They are universal skills that can help anyone make better decisions in any field of life. My final takeaway and my advice to myself and others is that we should treat our gut feelings as crucial data. We should treat our gut feelings as crucial data, not as the final answer. Make the decision with your heart, but finalize with your head. In essence, honor your instinct, interrogate your fear, and choose your future self. Thank you.
So it's clear to me that you chose emotional intelligence more than rational analysis for making decision, right? So now my question is, if in leadership, in your leadership role, if you have to choose between emotional intelligence and rational analysis for making effective decision, which one gonna be chosen by you? Just you have only one choice, not balance, but just one choice.
I still, to be honest, from my own side, from my own perspective, I still will go for effective decision making. Because I believe as human beings, every action we take is a decision. Be it a reflex action, be it a known action, be it you're drunk, any step you make is a decision. So once you make a mistake from deciding, it alters the whole plan. So like they say, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that centers still on decision making. So I think for me and my business and what I think I've learned from this course, I would go with decision making, because I see decision making as the backbone or the core sport that that every organization or human being has to choose before you're going to would I say attain your goals. It just centers on decision making. A wrong decision, it goes down the drain. A right decision, you go up the chain.
Thank you, Progress.
Okay, yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
teacher.
same to me, I think. That's good to be share. Yeah, similar ideas. Thank you. Everyone, do you have any question for Progress? No? If so, okay, thank you everyone for today's presentation. I would say I enjoy very much the way you present your perspective. Everything about you truly touched me, you know, in a way do you repair very well before coming to the presentation. Also, thank you for on the way that you go with me for finishing this course. Now we're finalizing the course, but I do believe that every one of you will be you know, applying those kind of skill in your practice. And remember that we still keep in touch and we can be very good mentor for each other on the way to achieve our career goal in the future. So thank you again for having you for this journey with emotional intelligence. I really learned from you a lot. Thank you so much, and hope that I can see you in person someday in the future. Okay, now we are leaving now. Remember to submit your presentation on Google Classroom. It's important. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much, teacher. It was awesome having you, teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Inshallah.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you for everyone who stay until now, you know, to support our friend.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, Progress. Bye. Enjoy evening.
Good evening, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah, bye, Oka. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. Enjoy evening.